Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shadow Briscoe, coming to you from right here in where else but St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Monday, July the 20th, 2020. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Alahji Throatz. So, without further ado, here's a birthday song for you. Hey, Alahji, I heard it's your birthday to you. So happy birthday, I must say. You know you're 1 year older today, so happy birthday to you, I said. I say, I let you high. Hey, you heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You know you're 1 year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. You shout it cha cha cha. All right. Hey, also got some shout outs going out to Lisa Foster and Martin Kelly and some other liker people that watch the show. There's folks out there that watch the show, then don't even hit the like button. And well, I got to guess at them like Craig Wyant and family. Uh, I know that Jovial used to watch the show, but I haven't seen a like from her in quite a while. Um, and maybe Pete, who used to watch the show, I haven't seen a like from Pete for a while. So I don't know. Maybe it's gotten too monotonous and people just kind of gave up on it. Pretty much like to keep it different. But anyway, Lisa, she liked the show the other day. She kind of gave me a song request, and I'm going to try to find it, but we're going to do some weather first, all right? So here's some weather forecast. Let's see. Tonight's variable cloudy skies. It's 86 degrees out there right now. Sun's kind of shining, and it's kind of weird feeling outside. It's not hot, and it's not cold, and it's not murky, and it's not turkey, but it's kind of a weird. It's not sticky, but it's not. It's a weird feeling out there today. Anyway, it's variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Lows around 71 degrees, and winds are going to be east to southeast overnight. South at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain are going to be around 50%. Then Tuesday, mixed clouds and sunshine with scattered thunderstorms. Storms may contain strong gusty winds with highs around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 50%. Then variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms overnight. Some storms may contain strong gusty winds again. 72 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. With winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 50%. And then Wednesday, July the 22nd. Mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms mainly in the morning. Highs around 90 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain in that case 40%. Youch. Partly cloudy skies overnight early with some scattered thunderstorms developing later on at night. Lows around 71 degrees Fahrenheit and winds light variable chances of rain 60%. And then, how about Thursday, July the 3rd? Scattered thunderstorms with highs around 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds light and variable. Chances of rain 50%. And then Tuesday night, partly cloudy skies with an isolated thunderstorm was quite possible here or there. After midnight, lows around 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And Wednesday, and winds are going to be light and variable. Chances of rain 30%. South to southeast on those variable winds, light and variable winds. Friday, July the 24th. Yep, mixed clouds and sunshine with scattered thunderstorms. Highs around 90 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. Clear to partly cloudy overnight with lows around 74 degrees Fahrenheit and winds light and variable. Then mostly sunny skies, a stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible on Saturday, July the 25th. Highs around 93 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. then mainly clear overnight with lows around 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And winds are going to be light and variable again, southward winds at about 5 miles per hour. And so there you have it. That's your weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. All right, I'm going to try this song. It was, um, no, that's not it. It was this one. It was way down here. We Shall Stand. And I'm going to try to find the song lyrics. Song lyrics, We Shall Stand. That didn't work. Song lyrics, We Shall Stand. All right, well, we'll just try this. Sometimes it's hard for me to understand why we pull away from each other so easily, even though we're all walking the same road. Yet we'll build dividing walls between our brothers and ourselves. But I don't care what label you and me. But if you believe in Jesus, you belong with me. The bond we share is all I care to see. And we can change this world forever if you would join with me. Join and sing. Oh, you're my brother, you're my sister. So take me by the hand. Together we will work until he comes. There's no foe we can defeat us when we're walking side by side. As long as there's love, we will stand. Oh, the day will come when he bears in westward. And with a mighty voice together, we'll proclaim that Jesus is the King. Alright, well, but just have to practice on that one a lot more. Sorry about that, Lisa. I tried. I really did. I was trying to find some song lyrics to get stuff going on here, but that just didn't quite work. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Uh, you never can tell. Wake up, Lisa Foster. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Go to sleep. Yeah, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna look at this. Childhood friends. Da da da. There was one that said something about last profile picture over a year old now. This new one is an attempt at coming out of hiding with art stuff. Scared to put on internet, so a start. The new one is Square of me and original artwork Lisa Foster. just the eyes see how it fits for a while. Laugh out loud. Okay. Well, there was one on here that said something about listening to rock and roll music or something, and they gave a band. Um, she gave a band title, and I was gonna go and try to look it up, but childhood friends and faith. Boom. Yep, I'm not finding it. So anyway, sorry, Lisa. I was gonna try to sing something else for you, but doesn't seem to be happening. And the songs that I really wanted to sing today, I'm not gonna be able to do. Can't find them on line, so I did some yesterday, and she really liked them. And well, I don't even remember what they were now. Chris Christopherson was what they were, and she had never heard Jody and the Kid, and I don't know if she's even. There's quite a few Chris Christophersons. Oh, and Willie Nelson's. I mean, believe it or not, Willie Nelson's wrote so many songs. We'll just do some of his. How about that? All right. Song lyrics, Willie Nelson. A to Z, good. I like the A to Z ones because they're so much better. Oh, let's see. He wrote Crazy, and then he gave it to Patsy Cline, but he did. He wrote Crazy, so you know he wrote so many of these. And then I wrote, it's what this is, 1962, Touch Me, uh, Wake Me When It's Over, Hello Walls. And then, see, Hello Walls was a big hit for Hank Williams Sr. So, Hello Walls, hello, hello. How do things go for you today? Do you miss her? Since she up and walked away. And I'll bet you dared to spend another lonely night with me. But lonely walls, I'll keep you company. Hello, windows. Hello, hello. Well, anyway, that's a hello walls. But anyway, he wrote all these songs. These are all kinds of songs that Willie Nelson wrote. And I'm trying to find some of them that uh, I'm just gonna pull one out that I don't know if he, I don't know. I'm gonna do Seven Spanish Angels. How's that sound? Song lyrics, Seven Spanish Angels. Well, he looked down into her brown eyes, and he said, "Say a prayer for me." She threw her arms around him, whispered, "God will keep us free." They could hear the riders coming. He said, "This is my last fight. If they take me back to Texas, they won't take me back alive." Well, there were seven Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And seven Spanish angels, they took another angel home. Well, she reached down and picked the gun up that lay smoking in his hand. She said, "Father, please forgive me. I can't make it without my man." And she knew the gun was empty, and she knew she could not win. But her final prayers were answered when the rifles fired again. While there were seven Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were playing for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, and there was thunder from the throne, and 7 Spanish angels, they took another angel home. Well, 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 there were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smokes cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And 7 Spanish angels, they took another angel home. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And 7 Spanish angels, they took another angel home. There you go. That was Willie Nelson and Ray Stevens. Ray Charles. Ray Stevens. Ray Charles and Willie Nelson. All right. Anything else that he's got out there? I was looking on sometimes. Sometimes. How about the Highwayman? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do one of my favorite songs, and I do it too many times. But hey, if you guys don't like it, you can always tell me. Don't do that one again. Um, where is it? And what is it? It's. There we go. Song lyrics, Ghost Riders. An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, plowing through the ragged skies and up a cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went down him as they thundered through the sky. For he saw the riders coming hard and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi, ghost riders in the sky. Their faces caught, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that endless range. And they ride forever, trying to catch their Christmas plane. Yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi, ghost riders in the sky. As the riders sloped on by, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell, riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways. Today or with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these in the skies. Yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi, ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. All right, all right. That guy was up on a dusty butte. How about another feller up on a dusty butte? He was walking. He was coming westward on his way from a cattle run. That's what he was doing. Song lyrics, Desert Pete. It was a Kingston Trio tune. I was traveling west of Buckskin on my way to a cattle run across a little cactus desert under a hot blistering sun. I was thirsty down to my toenails and stopped to rest me on a stump. But I tell you, I just couldn't believe it when I saw that water pump. Well, I took it to be a mirage at first. It'll fool a thirsty man. And then I saw a note stuck there in a baking powder can. Well, this pump is old, the note began, but she works, so give her a try. I puts a new sucking washer in her, and you might find the leather dry. You've got to prime the pump, you must have faith and believe. You must give of yourself before you're worthy to receive. Drink all the water you can hold, wash your face, cool your feet. Leave the bottle full for others. Think you kindly desert be. Yeah, you'll have to prime the pump and work that handle like there's a fire. Under that rock you'll find some water I left there in old Bitter's jar. And now there's just enough to prime it with, so don't you go a drinking first. And you just pour it in and pump like mad, and buddy, you'll quench your thirst. You've got to prime the pump, you must have faith and believe. You must give of yourself before you're worthy to receive. Drink all the water you can hold, wash your face, cool your feet. Leave the bottle full for others. Thank you, kindly desert feet. Well, I found that jar, and I tell you, nothing was ever prettier to my eyes. And I was tempted strong to drink it, and 'cause, well, that pump, she looked mighty dry. But the note went on, have faith, my friend. There's water down below. You gotta give until you get, and well, I'm one that ought to know. So I poured that jar in and I started to pumping, and I heard a beautiful sound of water bubbling and splashing up out of that hole in the ground. Well, I took off my shoes and I drank my fill and I cooled my that refreshing treat. And I thank the Lord and I thank that pump and I thank the desert Pete. You've got to prime the pump. You must have faith and believe. You must give of yourself before you're worthy to receive. Drink all the water you can hold. Wash your face, cool your feet. Bring the bottle full for others. Think it kindly desert mead. Drink all the water you can hold. Wash your face, cool your feet. Leave the bottle full for others. Thank you kindly desert Pete. All right. Hey, it looks like it's about time for story time. Yeah, story time for the kids. So let's see what we got. We're gonna try this one. Let's see. What did we decide? The King of the Golden Mountains? That seems to be a long one. I don't think we will. How about Dr. Know-all? Oh no, we done Dr. Know-all. The Seven Ravens? Yeah, the Seven Ravens is short enough. Let's do that one. Okay. Well, there was these seven ravens, you see. No. There was once a man who had seven sons, but never a daughter. However, much he wished for one. At last, however, he had a daughter. His joy was great, but the child was small and delicate, and on account of this, of its weakness, it was to be christened at home. The father sent one of his sons in haste to the spring to fetch some water. The other six ran with him, and became each of them, and because each of them wanted to be the first to draw the water between them, the pitcher fell into the brook. There they stood and didn't know what to do, and not one of them ventured to go home. As they did not come back, their father became impatient and said, "Perhaps the young rascals are playing about and have forgotten it altogether. He became anxious lest his little girl should die unbaptized, and in a hot vexation he cried, "I wish the youngest, them youngsters would all turn into ravens." Scarcely were the words uttered when he heard a whirring in the air above his head, and looked upward, and he saw 7 coal black ravens flying away. The parents could not undo the spell, and were very sad about the loss of their 7 sons. But they consoled themselves in some measure with their dear little daughter, who soon became strong, and every day more beautiful. For a long time she was unaware that she had any brothers, for her parents took care not to mention it. However, one day, by chance, she heard some people saying about her, "Oh, yes, the girl's pretty enough, but you know she is really to blame for the misfortune of her 7 brothers." Then she became very sad, and went to her father and mother, and asked if she had ever had any brothers, and what had become of them. The parents could no longer conceal the secret. They said, however, that what had happened was by the decree of heavens, that that her birth was merely the innocent occasion. But the little girl could not get the matter off her conscience for a single day, and thought thought that she her brothers again bound to release her brothers again. She had no peace or quiet until she had secretly set out and gone forth into the wide world to trace her brothers wherever they might be, and to free them, let it cost what it might. She took nothing with her but a little ring as a remembrance of her parents, a loaf of bread against hunger, a pitcher of water against thirst, and a little chair in case of fatigue. She kept ever going on until she came to the end of the world. Then she came to the sun, but it was hot and terrible. It devoured little children. So she ran hastily away to the moon. But it was too cold, and moreover dismal and dreary. And when the child was looking at it, it said, I smell man's flesh." Then she quickly made off and came to the stars, and they were kind and good, and everyone sat on his own special seat. But the morning star stood up and gave her a little bone and said, "Unless you have this bone, you cannot open the glass mountain, and in the glass mountain are your brothers." The girl took the bone and wrapped it up carefully in a little handkerchief, and went on again until she came to the glass mountain. The gate was closed, and she meant to get out the little bone, but when she untied the handkerchief, it was empty, and she had lost the good star's present. How now was she to set to work? She was determined to rescue her brothers, and had no key to open the glass mountain. Finger fitted glass mountain. Come on in, come on in. Finger fitted in. Da, da, da. Go right ahead. Finger fitted into the keyhole and success in the opening. I guess this must. Ah, there we go. The good little sister took a knife and cut off her own tiny finger, fitted it into the keyhole, and was successful, and succeeded in opening the lock. When she had entered, she met a dwarf who said, "My child, what are you looking for?" "I am looking for my brothers, the ravens, the 7 ravens," she answered. The dwarf said, "My master, the ravens are not at home, but if you like to wait until they come, please to walk in." Thereupon the dwarf brought in the raven's supper on 7 little plates, and in 7 little cups, and the little sister ate a crumb or two from each of the little plates, and took a sip from each of the little cups. But she let the ring she had brought with her fall into the last little cup. All at once a whirling and crying were heard in the air. Then the dwarf said, "Now my masters the ravens are coming home." Then they came in, and went to eat and drink, and began to look about for their little plates and cups. But they said, one after another, "Hula! Who has been eating off my plate? Oh, who has been drinking out of my cup? There has been some human mouth here." And when the 7th drank to the bottom of his cup, the ring rolled up against his lip. He looked at it and recognized it as a ring belonging to his father and mother, and said, "God grant that our sister may God grant that our sister may be here, and that we may be delivered." As the maiden was standing behind the door, listening, she heard the wish and came forward, and then all the ravens got back their human forms again, and they all embraced and kissed one another and went joyfully home. And that was it. That was the end of that. So, tomorrow, who knows what we'll be reading? Okay, let's see. Looks like it's about time for our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. And so, without further ado, here is our daily bread. Today's devotion is how to wait. How to wait. Today's daily bread is brought to us by the Bible with Briscoe 2020. The Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading is going to be Psalms 26 through 28 and Acts 22. Okay, how to wait. Today's scripture for how to wait is Psalm 27, 1 through 3 and 7 through 14. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked advanced against me to devour me, it is my enemy and my foes who will stumble and fall. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. Hear my voice when I call, Lord. Be merciful to me and answer me. My heart says of you, seek his face. Your face, Lord, I will seek. Do not hide your face from me, and do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my helper. Do not reject me or forsake me, God, my servant. Though my father and mother forsook me, the Lord will receive me. Teach me your way, Lord. Lead me in a straight path because of my oppressors, and do not turn me over to the desires of my foes. For false witness rises up against me, spouting malicious accusations. I remain confident of this, and I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord, and be strong, and take heart, and wait for the Lord. And there you have it. That's our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread, which was brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2020. Yes, the Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading for the Bible with Briscoe will be Psalms 26 through 28 and Acts 22. Alrighty, folks. Hey, that looks like it does it for the Shen Show. And that means I've got one more song for you, and that would be, oh, well, goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed and come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are too.